40, bounces outside, steps to a tackle, 50, 45, 40. He's got blockers in front of him. Carries to the 30. He's going to go to the house. And the Blue Jays start off with a kickoff return of 87 yards, and the Blue Jays have a 6-0 lead.
Well, that was blocked outstandingly well, and also Petrie picking the holes and just following his blockers the whole way. And so if you're taking the kickoff, that's a great way to start right there, especially on the road.
Absolutely. The Blue Jays with an 87-yard kick return. Yeah, it was well blocked. Terry stepped out of 2, maybe 3 tackles.
Yeah, up early.
That run.
Early in there, he got away from some tackles, and that's that strength he's got nowadays, and that's a fine-looking run right there.
Foley's going to kick. The hold will come from Mills. It's on the way. It's up. It is good. 11:45 to go. First quarter action. Blue Jays 7, Trojans 0. Only 15 seconds in. We'll be back in a moment.
Here's important news about how you can get savings up to 25% on auto insurance. Save up to 25% on full coverage auto insurance premiums with Farm Bureau. Call your Farm Bureau agent today.
See David Davis at First Security Insurance Agency, located in the First Security Bank and Trust, Norton and Lenora.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. Insurance and investments for everyone.
Are you a do-it-yourselfer? If so, Don's Floor Covering in Norton has equipment rental for all your flooring needs. From removal to installation of carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, and ceramic tile, Don's has it all. Don's Floor Covering also carries carpet, self-adhesive vinyl tile, and commercial tile, and more. They offer expert advice and installation aids at no cost. If you don't happen to have the skills to take care of your own installation, let Don's professional installers take care of the whole process. That's Don's Floor Covering, 113 West Washington in Norton. See their ad in the Six Lakes directory.
The kick comes down to the far sideline. Nice return all the way out to the 35-yard line for the Beloit Trojans. That's number 22, Logan Spangler, 155-pound sophomore. Again, a well-blocked return, and it looked like it was going to go maybe for even a little bit more, Craig, but the Blue Jays did a nice job of coming up and filling.
Yeah, so I thought for a second there was going to be back-to-back kickoff returns, and you have this big kickoff return, start the momentum going, and give it right back, but it didn't happen, so first down for Beloit there on the 35.
Wide receiver to the near side. Keenan Wendell under center. 178-pound senior will hand it off to the left side. Nice hole. Forward for about 8 yards.
Yeah, it was a huge hole there to run through, and the defense a little slow in reacting, but nice blocking up front.
Now, Blue Jays getting pushed around in the line of scrimmage on the very first play, and it's 2nd down and 2. Football in the 43-yard line, Beloit zone. Eck on the carry. Split backfield. Slot to the right. Hand off to the second back through, hitting the hole. Going to fight forward. He'll get close, but he'll be just short, less than a yard short of the first down.
Thought better there. Got hit right at the line of scrimmage by Matty, and Petrie came in to help. Man was right there, and they're going to go ahead and give it to him, but no measurement, and we thought it was a little short, but just got past the line, so first down. Beloit, two plays.
Morris on the carry. They have the first down of the ball game. Wing right, split backfield. Wendell. Hands off inside. Eck, boy, tough running.
Yeah, they're going to have to hit him and drive him the other way. They've had a little trouble with that up-the-middle runs the last couple games, well, 3 or 4 games, the off fullbacks especially, and saw that in Plainville with the Weiss kid. The big, strong runners seem to have good things against Norton. They really can push them backwards. Once they get hit, they get another 3 or 4 yards, and it's something they're going to have to start standing them up and driving them back.
2nd down, 5. Big yardage on first down both times. Now, keeping the football himself, he's going to move it out to the 40-yard line, inside the 40, down to the 38-yard line. That's Wendell. Well, nice read. The Blue Jays almost broke up the play at the point of the handoff, but Wendell pulled it back in and made a nice cut. Well blocked. The second first down for Beloit. It's a gain of about 15.
Yeah, that's a pretty good run. They had him initially kind of strung back in the backfield there near the, a little bit behind the line of scrimmage, but he snuck through, found a hole, ran up front, and good skill player so far.
Gain of 11 on the carry. Handoff goes to the left side. Eck finds a hole. He's going to dive forward across the 35 to the 33.
Ball's on the
32.
ground, Larry. It's going. It's time. That should be...
The Blue Jays come up with a loose football. Turnover early, in the Beloit Trojans with the first miscue of the ball game as Eck cops it up around the left side. He had about 7 or 8 yards on the pickup, and then he got stripped late in the carry, and the Blue Jays catch a break.
Yeah, that's unusual for Beloit. They've only lost 6 fumbles all year and recovered 14 of their opponents, so they have the +8 there on the fumbles, and that's unusual. 6 a year, that's the one a game, and less than one a game, actually.
Receivers left and right, I formation set. It's going to be first offensive play for the Blue Jays. Petrie bounces it outside, breaks a tackle. He's down the sideline, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. One man has an angle on him. He's not going to catch him, and Petrie scores. The Blue Jays have a 2-touchdown lead, and they've run one offensive play.
That's 32, started off from the 31-yard line, so that's a 59-yard touchdown run. Oh, excuse
69?
me. 69-yard touchdown run for Petrie, so it's got his average up there looking pretty good so far.
Wow. Well, you know, speed a big factor early, and we thought it was going to be coming in, but Petrie is not only he's combining the speed with the power, because he was expecting he was going to be hemmed in for about a 4 or 5 yard gain, Craig, and ended up taking it to the house.
Well, that's a great thing by the Blue Jays to take advantage of a turnover right away, and you don't expect it on one play, but that's a huge advantage for him right there. This kick, if it's good, will make it 14-0.
There's the hold. The kick is on the way, kind of low, but it squirts through there, and the Blue Jays lead by 14. Back in a minute.
Larry,
What?
Shop hometown first. Norton has so many diverse shops and businesses. Shopping at home is easy. John and Wendy at Sloan's Plumbing is encouraging everyone to shop at home. Your hometown businesses support our local schools, and without shopping at home, everyone's hurt. Sloan's Plumbing is your hometown plumbing business, serving the Norton area for over 20 years, supporting the Norton Bluejays and the hometown businesses as well. Sloan's Plumbing, East Highway 36 in Norton.
Hi, I'm Dana Hanlon, an agent for First Choice Insurance Agency. Do you have enough insurance coverage, whether it's for your house, your car, or even your life? We at First Choice want to make sure that you have enough insurance to cover you and your family in case of an accident. We offer home, rental, auto, motorcycle, and life insurance. We deal with top companies like Allstate, Kansas Mutual, Progressive, Encompass, Zurich Life, and others to get you competitive rates. We are located at First State Bank, so stop on by or call 877-3341 and let us give you a free quote.
Back once again, Charlie Foley will kick the Blue Jays with a 14-0 lead. We are 9:49 to go. That's drifting toward the sideline. It's going to be taken at the 30-yard line. Morris upfield,
on the
25, cuts back
the
down.
ball's on the ground.
Loose. Going to be recovered by Beloit at the 31. You have some sort of extrasensory perception there, because when you said there was a fumble, there wasn't. And then a second later, the ball comes flying out.
I was missing something. I thought I was over there, and guys were scrambling for the ground, and then I looked, and the guy's 5 yards away from that, so sorry about that. Then it did happen, but...
So the Trojans fall on it, their second fumble. This one they retain, and they have it 1st and 10, football on their own 30-yard line. Beloit with the black uniforms, white numerals, and the orange trim. Back to throw, Wendell looking, and he's going to be sacked.
Ball's down again, Larry.
Yes,
it is.
The beanbag
Blue
down
Jays
up
got
there.
it.
You sure?
Yep. Well, I'm sorry.
I don't think so.
It was down. He threw his beanbag in there.
Which is where the sack happened.
Yep. He threw his beanbag in, and the way Petrie was running off with his hand up in the air, I thought we had recovered it. Blue Jays had, so sorry. 2nd and 20, and I'm not calling any more of those.
Okay, thanks. Big sack of about 10 yards, pushes it back to the 20-yard line. Option play to the near side. The pitch comes back to Eck. He tries to turn the corner. Blue Jays able to stop it short of the 25. Kind of slowing the play up there. It was Maddie that came in and finally made a tackle along with...
Madden.
Who was that?
Madden's the one that made him go outside and get Maddie the tackle. So that's a very nice play by Madden there. We got Madden and Maddie on that tackle, but he's the one that forced into the blocker and made the guy turn wide, and then Maddie used his sideline advantage and brought him down for, about, 4-yard gain.
3rd and about 16 to go. Beloit back at their own 24-yard line. Hand off to the left side, a little draw play, not much there. He's going to get out to the 26, and it's going to be a 4th down play. The Blue Jays should get great field position across the 50-yard line.
4th and 14 there, but go back to that sack. We'd like to tell you who it was, but pick 5 guys, and one of them is pick one of the 5 right there, because there's at least 5 in on it. He just got enveloped in there.
Blue Jays off to a great start. They lead 14-0, 8:37 to go in the first quarter. Big Jeff Pruitt will be doing the kick, and he'll stand back at his own 15-yard line.
And he was kicking him effortlessly 40 yards in practice. So
great leg. Line drive, not very good. It's off the side of his foot. It'll bounce to the 50, roll into Norton territory, but not far, only to the 41-yard line. So the Blue Jays again will have great field position at their own 41. start their second drive. The Blue Jays have run one offensive play. Return the opening kickoff. Petrie did 87 yards, and then Petrie with a 69-yard dash on the only offensive play, and the Blue Jays have a 14-0 lead.
Yeah, and it's a good defensive stand for him right there. It's nice play action by Beloit. Good time to call it, that 1st and 10, but Blue Jays weren't fooled, and there's good coverage downfield because really on that play they only sent one guy really out on a pattern. Another guy was just kind of a lookie, and they were looking at him all the way, and he was covered by 3 guys, so he had no chance to get rid of it. So good pass rush, and Norton will take the ball over now.
1st and 10, their own 41-yard line. Receivers left and right. One back set. Petrie cuts back, finds the right side, but not much there. He's hit and drilled after about a 3-yard pickup on the play.
Yeah, and pretty good-looking initial contact there at the line. It looked like he's going to have a little more than that, but again, unless they hit those holes in a hurry or he gets outside, the speed of Beloit's going to catch up to him a lot of those inside plays if he has to take too much time in there.
Their linebackers really run to the ball well, and it's going to look like you have a little more opening than you do.
And on the touchdown run, the quarterback, Wendell, was chasing him down. He's as fast as most guys, but when you're chasing Petrie, he's going to be a little fast.
Blue Jays will set up in the I formation. They'll go to the right side. Hand off to Petrie. Josh Green was in there at fullback, and Josh found out maybe that blocking thing ain't really all that much fun sometimes. I was trying to figure out how to say that.
Yeah.
He got kind of lit up.
Yeah, he took the brunt of that one, didn't he? So it's 3rd and 5 here for the Blue Jays, and they're really basic plays so far. Haven't done anything special. Of course, they've only run 3 offensive plays.
Rushing wide left, flowing wide right. Eye set for the Blue Jays. Play action pass. Roeder looking down the field. Steps away from a tackle. He's going to try and run. He'll be stopped short of the 50-yard line. Had slowed down there, but pretty good coverage by Morris, and he had kind of almost outrun Dan's arm.
Yeah, deep he did, but I thought he had a shirk underneath there for maybe a good-looking spot. The shirk looked to have some space from our angle, but Dan didn't see him and looking somewhere else. So a 3rd and 4th and long 3, and Norton looks to be punting here.
Roeder will kick. Beloit will put their deep men back between the 15 and 20-yard line. Low snap, scooped up by Roeder. A little bit off the side of his foot. It's going to bounce near the sideline. It'll go out of bounds between the 30 and 25. I'm going to say right on the 25-yard line. So 1st and 10, Trojans at their own 25. We're going to pause for station identification. Blue Jays lead at 14-0. You're listening to Blue Jay football on KQNK.
Elizabeth F. Howard, CPA, supports the Norton Bluejays sports teams. With good sportsmanship, everyone comes out a winner. Elizabeth F. Howard, CPA, with offices in Norton and Almena, KQNK, Norton.
So the Trojans will have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Looks to be like both teams have settled down a little bit on defense so far now.
Pitch to Eck. Blue Jays string it out. Oh, Eck breaks a tackle, breaks another, steps to another tackle. He's got a 1st down. They had him stopped for a 2-yard gain, but Lance Eck showing a lot of strength. That was what kind of a run, Craig?
That was a weight room run right there, Larry, because he hit the weight room a little bit harder than the guys that were trying to tackle him, at least on that play. And they had him for a loss or a very short gain, and he muscled his way up to, 12, 13-yard gain out of that.
14-0 Blue Jays, 6:45 to go. We're in the first quarter. Split backfield, wing to the right. Handoff comes near side. Morris tries to pop it outside. He's going to get across the 40 to the 41-yard line. It'll be a gain of 3. Call it 2nd down 7.
Petrie coming up on the initial hit. Kofeld's the one that brings him down. Maddie in there late along with Madden. So both of those guys in to help, but already on the ground. That's a little bit of 1st down defense there. Now 2nd 7, a little better option for the Norton defense. And look for something here with maybe a little play action.
Going to catch some of the defensive people in there for the Blue Jays. Are going to go with a 4-man, that 44 front. Handoff inside. Oh, nice counter play. It's going to be across the 50-yard line into Norton territory at the 48. Well blocked, a nice run on the trap there that time.
Yeah, another 10-yard run. So a 13-yard run, a 10-yard run, and 3 plays and 2 1st downs. And they had no trouble moving the ball the first time they had it, but hurt themselves with a fumble. Blue Jays counteracted that with a big long run by Petrie to score. And now we're moving the ball right down again in 3 plays.
Spangler, the wingback on that carry of 11 yards. It's 1st and 10, Trojans in Blue Jay territory. Handoff left side, Eck. Pretty well stopped up on that side by the Blue Jays, but Eck does a nice job of reading off the block, coming inside and gaining about 3.
There's one of those subs you talked about earlier. You got EJ in there, and you also got Josh Green in there playing some defense. And Michael Briggs in now, a little different. Now they got the 5-6 man front. Take Madden out, bring in Michael Sprigg. So it looks like they're going to go with the 6-man line on this play, 6-2 basically.
Blue Jays going to go with that bear front. Actually, they got 5 guys on the line of scrimmage. As Sprigg came in. Quick pitch comes to the near side. Trying to turn it outside is Spangler. Nice stiff arm. Then he's dragged down. Still got about 3 yards when it didn't look like he was going to get much.
Really fine defensive play again there by Josh Green. Bruce Rushton came in interference. A lot of those sweeps they're running just look like the old Southern California power sweeps.
Right.
Student body right, student body left. He's got 4 or 5 guys out there blocking in front of him, so the defender's got to come up there and just break interference, and hopefully another linebacker comes in and makes a play and, you know, splits one of those gaps. And that's what happened there. Josh Green caused a lot of confusion right there and kept him to a 2-yard gain.
Third down, 5 yards to go. Ball on the Blue Jays 43. Trojans have it. Hand off inside. Hit and stopped short of the 40-yard line. Now, given the 41, it'll be fourth down, and between 2 and 3 yards to go.
Yeah, that was Sprangler there. He's a 155-pounder. That's the difference between tackling him and tackling Eck. Goes 216. You know, that's a 60-pound differential right there, and that's a good job. When you're a linebacker, you're going to mostly tackle those 155-pounders. When those two 15-pounders hit you, it's a little bit different. And they're looking punt here, but this is a fake punt situation right here, 4th and short from the 40.
You would sure think to be aware of that. Pruitt drops the snap, gets it off. Pretty good kick considering he dropped the snap. It's going to bounce toward the goal line. Came pretty close to hitting one of the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
And rolled dead inside the 5 at about the 3. So Beloit does a great job playing field position, and the Trojans have the Blue Jays pinned back inside the 5.
Yeah, a little confusion on that punt return there. They were looking for fake, I think, mostly, and just waiting to see what happened. And he did kick it away. Terry maybe could have come up and caught it, but better to not catch it than muff it down there. And of course, you know, Roeder's not out there on that team either, so there's another guy that's being replaced. Plus, House is out there, so there's another guy. So you got some different guys in different places, and they're a little confused right now.
Oh, line needs to step up right here. Blue Jays lead at 14-0, but they're backed up in their own end. 3:55 to go in the first. Blue Jays will set up in the eye. Hand off to Petrie right side. Finds a little hole, but it closes in a hurry, and he'll get 2 out to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, nothing there where he ran, but if he was at the angle we had up here, we could see the hole to the left was huge, and that wasn't where he was looking to run. But, you know, field level is a lot different than press box level. You can really see the things open up here. You can't see that down there, so Terry gets 2. If you're stretched it, he got 2.
Rushed in wide right, flown wide left. Ball near the left side hash mark. No option to the right side, handoff inside.
Oh, gosh.
Nope. Wow, had me fooled.
Yeah. Well, Roeder actually threw it when the guy was holding on to him, and he barely got it away. Petrie had to stop, come back a little to get it, and then take it outside, and he's going to be close to the first down. So that's a good job of running the option, but not drawing up how you want to run it. So it's going to be 3rd and very short.
Inches. Yeah, great ball fake by Roeder, because I had that thing going to the fullback all the way, and then Dan kept it and pitched it late as he was being tackled. And Blue Jays ended up getting a nice gain out of it, 3rd and real short.
Something we've seen in the last couple of weeks improved a lot is Roeder's ball fakes.
Dan under center. No quarterback sneak it. Well, I don't know. It's going to be pretty close, but looks like he's got it.
Well, Beloit doesn't think he did, but it's going to depend on the mark here, and it's a pretty good mark on this side.
It is real good on this side. It's clear up near the 15-yard line.
We're, of course, on the Beloit side of the field, and
first down.
Yep, and from the line judge that was marking this way, we could tell it was going to be a first down from our side if he wasn't overruled on the other side, and he wasn't.
2:39 to go, first quarter action. We near the end of what started out as a whale of a first quarter for the Blue Jays. Norton returned the opening kickoff for a touchdown, then took their first offensive play for a score. Blue Jays have it back down at their own 14-yard line.
Nice fake.
Play action pass. Roeder rolls out. Looks, he's got Matty on the far side. Great job of getting the feet down, and it'll be right near the stick.
Yep,
it'll be maybe a yard short.
The yard man, the first down marker man, he moved out of the way as he's supposed to as the runner was getting there, so kind of hard to tell. And now that he stretched it out, it's about 1.5 yards, whereas before it looked like he was right on the marker because he had moved way over there, Larry. But now it's going to be less than 2 yards for a first down, 2nd and very short. A great place to call a play here, even though they're not in the best position on the field, about the 23. No, excuse me, 20. Yeah.
Great stretch by Matty to keep the toes in bounds. Twins to the near side of the formation. 2nd down and 2. Handoff inside. Green's got the first down as he pulls forward across the 30 to the 31-yard line, where it's going to be 1st and 10. Norton. Blue Jays have their 3rd first down of the ball game.
Well, that's a good time to give Josh Green a handle on the ball because you got 2nd and short. and he doesn't have to do a whole lot. Just get his feet wet a little bit and get some positive yards, and that makes a huge difference for Josh Green. If he gets a positive attitude in his head, he's going to help this team a whole bunch, and that's what he's going to get on those kind of plays.
Absolutely right. Blue Jays again will send Twins to the far side. Ball's sitting right in the middle of the field on the 31-yard line. Hand off right side, a little counter action at Petrie. Finds the corner. He's outside to the 35, across the 40. Bounces it out to about the 42-yard line. It's going to be close, but I believe he's got the first down by about half a yard.
Going to give him 11 yards on that play, and Petrie's dancing his way through, and that's good blocking downfield, too. He can't keep blocking. He's following blockers all the way downfield and barely getting touched, and he's just kind of dancing in behind him and gets 11 yards and a first down, so that's good downfield blocking, especially by the receivers.
Nice job of hooking the end on that far side and let Terry get the outside corner. Norton goes from its 43-yard line. Blue Jays started this drive at their own 3. Receivers left and right out of the eye. Hand off right side, Terry finds a little seam, pushes the pile forward out near to midfield. He got hit at the 46 or 47, Craig, and the pile moved to the 50.
Yeah, he got another 3-4 yards, almost 4 yards after he hit the pile, much like Eck's been doing on the other side of the ball. He's been doing that to the Norton defense. Another one, there's two guys that, like we say, they got the big, strong legs. They worked at it, and they got strong, and they can move piles like that. And Terry doesn't always have to be fast and flashy. He can be strong.
Yep, you're absolutely right. Terry only goes 175, but, you look at him without pads on about half that. It looks like it's in his size. Receivers left and right, second down and 3 yards to go. Norton inside, handoff again. Green, nope, they missed the handoff. Beloit's got midfield.
That's too bad because they had a nice-looking drive going, and now Beloit's going to get some things going on right here at midfield, so that's something something happens right there, especially when you got new guys and you start running the fakes, and sometimes they don't let go of the ball or
absolutely right.
Doesn't get hand off right.
And then we're not saying that was Josh's deal there because we don't know for sure, but that is what happens because on the fake you ride it, you leave it in their belly, and then you pull it out if you need to. Sometimes they just don't get that down.
It's a different feel, he's got a different guy, different feel.
50-yard line, Trojans. Handoff comes inside, diving forward. About the 47-yard line, it'll be a gain of 3. That's Jeremy Morris, the 154-pound senior.
So the Blue Jays have a nice drive going from, inside the 10 and get up to the 50 and cough it up there. But like we were saying, he's doing house almost all year, Bo, earlier in the year, and he's got the same feel every fake, and now you got a different guy with a different feel. So
second down, 7 yards to go. Hand off inside. Boy, this time Eck has stood up, and he's going to get at the most half a yard, but we're going to call it no gain. Third down and 7.
Well, Larry, all good backs, except for the few that are exceptional, like a Barry Sanders, they have to get their shoulders squared up. If you can hit them before they square up their shoulders, you're going to be able to drive him back. But once that gets squared up, you're not going to drive him back very often unless you got a Joel Griffith or somebody a lot stronger.
Last play of the quarter, we go to the second period. Blue Jays lead it by 14. Back after this. Don't worry about it. Skip it. Just concentrate on it. Don't worry about it.
Is your lawn prepared for winter? If it's not, Ingalls Sales and Service has just what you need for a thicker, sturdier lawn this fall and better green up next spring. Ingalls has an extensive line of Scott's lawn care products, including Super Winterizer Fall Lawn Fertilizer. Applied in late fall, you'll get more greening power and the assurance it will survive the winter. Why put all that time into a beautiful spring and summer lawn if you aren't going to make sure it'll come back again? Ingalls Sales and Service, 209 West Lincoln in Norton. See their ad in the Six Lakes directory.
John at Boxler Insurance is the man with the plan when it comes to insurance. He's always proudly and directly represented such outstanding insurance groups like Farmers Alliance Insurance Companies, Allied Nationwide Group, Farmers Casualty, Progressive, and others. John is also the local representative for Assurance Partners Bank. If you're currently paying more than 5.99% APR fixed rate, or if you anticipate buying a new or used car, then call John at Boxler Insurance. Find out how he can help you. He's the man with the plan. Call 877-5128.
Back here once again, we got some scores to pass along to you. We'll do that in just a minute. It's a big third down situation here for the Trojans. They trail the Blue Jays 14-0 as we go to the second period of action. The ball sits on Norton's 47-yard line. Play action pass. Wendell's going to throw. Looks near side. Had a man out there. Pump fake. Now he comes back for the ball, and we're going to get interference on Rushton. Bruce went right through him to knock that football away.
It's going to be a first down because it's 3rd and 7, and it's not a spot foul. And like it is in the NFL. It's a penalty yardage-wise from the line of scrimmage, but it will give him enough for a first down.
Good coverage. Well, not even initially. He was wide open initially.
Yeah, initially, right.
Then after the pump fake, pretty good coverage. But then a nice job of coming back for the football by Joel Fouts, and he just ran a little curl, and Wendell put right on the money, and Russian had to go through him trying to come up with the knockaway, and it's second first down, third first down for Beloit.
Yeah, and right, and he did a good job avoiding the pressure because they had him in a good spot where he might get sacked. Wendell just danced around the two defenders, got outside, and it's playtime from then. Go to the mailbox, and I'll throw it to you.
Play action pass. Again, Wendell looking down the field. He's got a man there. He's got it complete inside the 20, inside the 10, down to about the 7.
Yeah, it's a nice-looking pass downfield to number 87, Kyle Clark, a 5'11", 185-pound senior, but great play action, and that's how it's hard to cover on play action, especially a sophisticated passing attack when you're a DB.
He split the seam between the Blue Jay defenders and found an opening, took it down inside the 10. So Norton with its back against the wall for the first time. Beloit trying to get on the board with 11:39 to go in the second. The Blue Jays up by 14. Handoff comes to the left side. Eck kind of stood up, fights forward inside the 5. He'll be down to the 4, second down and goal.
Yeah, and he got those shoulders square and ran over a pretty good tackler there by the name of Dan Roeder. And Dan's strong, but he's not X-strong, that's for sure.
Yeah, he gives up a few pounds.
Another nice-looking play, but a good fake Wendell out around the corner after the handoff. Kind of looked like he's another play-action type deal.
Blue Jays set up defensively. Beloit, wide receiver to the right, split backfield. Wendell under center. And off inside of the fullback, he's hit. Eck, he'll be stopped at about the 3. Give him another yard. Third and goal from the 3.
That's some nice form tackling there. You got getting off the bottom there is a Joel Griffith and Matty probably right up the middle, and a couple other guys. They stopped him, stood him up, and drove him back. So a lot of help, but it took 4 of them, and that's what you need on defense, especially in this situation.
Ty Mann also coming up off the bottom of the pile. Big play right here. This drive, it's third down and goal from, we'll call it the 3-yard line. Wendell Hook keep it himself, tries to turn the corner on the left side. He's hit, fights forward. No, he's out at the 1. That was close. He stretched the football toward the pylon.
Yeah, and he hit the pylon,
yeah.
So that would, in my opinion, be
I
a
agree.
touchdown unless he was out of bounds before he did it. But the pylon went down with him, so...
I don't see how that could have been because the ball was the first thing that went that way.
I
That
agree.
looked like a score to me.
Yeah, it did too from our angle because he wasn't on the sidelines when he hit the pylon. He was going to the sideline, so my guess is that's 6 points, and now it's 4th down. So if Norton could stop him here, that'd be huge.
4th and goal from inside the 1. Quarterback sneak. Oh, great line search. He's in. Touchdown.
Got it in easy there. Went behind his left guard, left tackle, and put it in, no problem. All he needed was less than a yard, and he got that without any problem. He had to work for it, but, it was so close that any kind of line surge, he's got it, and he did, and that's half the score right there from 14-0, now 14-6, and we'll see if they line up for the point after or go for 2.
Well, look, where that play was made was on the keeper on third down. Wendell it was one of those naked bootlegs to the left side. The Blue Jays really had him pretty well hemmed in back at about the 6, but Wendell with some strong running was able to split that and get it right there on the goal line. So here's the kick for the extra point. It's on the way. It's got plenty of distance, and it's good. So we are 14-7, 10:25 to go in the second. Blue Jays lead it. Back after this.
At Pure Prairie, they believe that bread is the staff of life. If it's good bread, that is. That's why at Pure Prairie, they bake bread from scratch every day, just like they've been doing for over 12 years, using only the finest ingredients, stone-ground organic flour, hand-kneaded before baking perfection. Stop in for a loaf of fresh, whole wheat, honey raisin, organic cheese bread, or try some warm cinnamon rolls. For really great tasting bread that's also good for you, there's only one place to be, Pure Prairie Natural Foods, downtown Norton. See their ad in the Six Lakes directory.
Hey, well, all right, sir. Here we go there. What are they going to give for?
When you're in need of an auction company, don't look any farther than McMullen and Wyatt Auctions in Norton. Let Don and Robert make your transactions and transitions as easy as possible. They handle all the details, and if you're in the need of selling or purchasing real estate, contact McMullen Real Estate. Proud to be a part of the Norton community, McMullen and Wyatt Auctions and McMullen Real Estate in Norton. See their ad in the Six Lakes directory.
You'd stand and listen carefully, then pretty soon Eve again.
Whether buying or selling real estate, J-Man Realty is the place to go. 877-3900. Always supporting Blue Jays in all their endeavors. Best of luck in whatever you do from J-Man Realty, KQNK, Norton.
Well, the kick goes toward the right sideline, and Craig, that thing just died at the 15-yard line. They were angle kicking away from Petrie.
Uh-huh.
The ball just died about a yard or two from the sideline on the 15. It was scooped up and returned out to about the 27, 28, but good special teams work by the Trojans.
Yeah, and there's another thing that shows up. Roeder's not back there for one, and House isn't back there for two. So two different guys that are normally returning and not returning, and that leaves Petrie as a
Smith Center at the last update we had. Blue Jays with the football. They're up 14-7. Option play, handoff inside.
good run.
Back, great run. About 7 yards by Green out of
that tackle and got a nice gainer. Going to end up with, what, 6-7 yards range, and got a Beloit guy on the down on with maybe a cramp or something.
I think he lost the shoe. Yeah, he was trying to put his shoe back on.
Blew a tire.
Threw a shoe. Second down, 3-yard gain by Josh Green. Waiting for everybody to get everything. High formation set for the Blue Jays. Second down, we'll call it 3 yards to go.
And I thought he was a little past that, but his mark is on the 35 exactly. So Norton with a third and a long one, short 2 to go here. So Petrie, you know, that was the counter there. A lot of count. They've been running that pretty nice so far tonight, but that one got stopped very well by the defensive line of the Beloit Trojans.
Third down. Blue Jays will send Sloan to the near side. Rush into the far side. Green and Petrie in the backfield behind Roeder. Dan will throw on play action. Looking down here. Now he throws it underneath and through the hands of Green. Josh.
There's a flag.
Yep.
Going to be a. He couldn't find his flag, so he didn't throw it, and I don't agree with that, but that's the way it goes. So it's going to be 4th and short now. He hit him way after the play.
So Blue Jays will be forced to punt. They rolled him out of the flat. I don't know. Josh just looked like he didn't look up for the ball, or something went right through his hands.
Yep, good-looking pass play right to him there on the run. He's catching. He's got big positive. Couldn't come up with a catch, and now Norton back to punt.
9:06 to go, second quarter action. The Blue Jays open with 2 early touchdowns in the first 3 minutes of the football game. Beloit fight back with a drive from the 50-yard line after a Blue Jay penalty. Now we got a timeout. Norton going to come with 9:06 to go in the second quarter. Blue Jays 14, Trojans 7. Back after this.
Walter Motor Company of Norton has what you're looking for in a quality used vehicle. How about this 99 Mercury Villager 4-door minivan? Sport trim package, quad leather captain chairs with rear bench, third seat, dual heat and air, two-tone paint, alloy wheels, and only 25,000 miles. Or a 99 Ford Explorer 4-door, 4.0-liter V6 engine, XLT trim, power windows, locks and seats, remote keyless entry, all alloy wheels, extra clean, and only 34,000 miles. Walter Motor Company of Norton, served the area since 1941. Join Norton Flower Gift and Greenhouse for a magical Christmas open house Saturday, November 9th from 9 to 4. See the 4 special settings. Cowboy Loves Santa is all.
This is when they fumbled, and then also Norton stopped them on 3 downs another time, but generally they've been moving the ball up and down the field at pretty much at will, except for the one series, and Norton defense is going to have to step it up and show they can hold them. Be a good statement right here. 9 minutes almost, a little less than 9 minutes left before half.
First downs are 4 apiece. Wing right, split backfield, hand off. On the wing reverse, near side, hit in the backfield, and he'll lose yardage all the way back to the 33-yard line. Well defended. Any of those 3 options were pretty well defended by the Blue Jays that time.
It was Lauer, Roeder, and Griffiths right there on the tackle. All 3 of them stayed at home, made the right play. To read by.
Pitch comes to the near side to Eck, tries to turn the corner, strung out by Joel. He stops, cuts back, hit and dragged down at the 35-yard line. Boy, you can credit Griffiths for that. He fought off 2 or 3 blockers to parallel to the line of scrimmage rather than cutting it upfield.
Well, I tell you, I like watching Joel play, and even more so after I got to talk with Stover a couple weeks ago and listen to him talk about Joel's size and his footwork and how much he's improved, which we've known, but just some little things that Stover gets to see on a day-to-day basis that we only get to see at the games that really impressed me even more with how much he's come along. And that was right there, what showed right there.
Pruitt will kick. Petrie's back deep. Blue Jays get close, but don't get it. Petrie's going to step forward. Oh, he fumbles. Beloit has it, and the 35. Terry just kind of short-armed that. He stepped up to make the catch at the 35 and barely got a fingertip on it. Beloit's got it in great field position, and Norton has now coughed it up twice.
Yeah, and that hurts. And the last time they coughed it up on the 50, Beloit went and scored with it, and now it's on the 35, so they got 15 yards less to go. And Norton had just done a good job, but there is a flag on the play, Larry, so it'd be a huge break.
Oh, if that's before the kick,
yep.
Blue Jays are going to get second life. It looks like that's what's going to happen. They're taking all the way back to point of kick. Well, you talk about a heartbreak or something that takes the wind right out of your sails. That's tough. Right there.
50 left in this first half, and they have the ball down in the 35 and all the momentum, and now it's going to be a penalty that's going to be marked off from their own 40 back to the 30, and now they're going to have to repunt instead of getting the ball on their Norton 35-yard line first down and 10 after being stopped, basically, and now they got a big break, and unfortunately it came back for them.
Huge break for the Blue Jays, who have new life. Roeder and Petrie back at a short kick. This one won't be fielded at all. It'll bounce to the 50, takes a Beloit bounce to the 45, inside the 45 to the 43, so Norton with great field position. Boy, what a change of difference between ball and Norton 35 or Norton ball and its own 43.
Oh, that's night and day right there, and that's a big disappointment for Beloit, and never did see the signal on the play, but I'm guessing it was a hole early before the kick, before the mishap happened, and Terry just short armor, didn't come up and catch the ball like he needs to, and maybe feeling a little pressure as the guys are coming down and making a hit on him.
Wide receiver comes to the near side. That's Sloan and Rushton. I formation set behind quarterback Dan Roeder. Play action pass. Down the field, he's got Sloaney down there, a little underthrown, and nice play defensively, stepping up to knock that thing away. Joel makes the pass break up.
There's also their kicker, and a fine-looking kicker at that. We see Charlie every week, and now we see another guy that can kick too. He just drilled the extra point out on the track, and their track is further away than ours, I would guess. But nice looking defensive play there. Nice reaction after the play. And initially, you're right, Sloan had him beat downfield, but Dan was still rolling out and had to set up and try and throw, and then kind of the defense caught up to the play. So a good-looking, well-designed play, just not quite executed like they wanted.
So the Blue Jays have 2nd and 10 at their own 43-yard line. Offset eye, Rushton goes back in motion toward the formation. Handoff, Rushton on the reverse. He's upfield to the 45, to the 50. He's going to be knocked out of bounds. To see where they spot him down, it'll be just across the 50 at Beloit's 49-yard line, 3rd and short.
Another little wrinkle must have been put in probably earlier in the year, but maybe worked on this week because we've yet to see actually that play with Rushton going. We've seen the double reverse pass once, and I don't know that we've seen an end around there at that fashion. It's a little different look.
And you know, Bob told me about that before the game, and I wasn't awake.
Oh, you did? You kept quiet, huh?
I didn't think about it when they're running it. So
3rd and short, 2.
I'm easy to tell secrets. I have no memory. 3rd down and 2 for the Blue Jays. Petrie left side. The pile moves, and he's got the first down.
There you go, right there behind C.J. Cheeley and the rest of the gang. So a nice job by the line to get it just enough. 3 yards for first.
Food and a mango, get some food.
To get up, but now is getting up, and that's Josh Green.
5th Blue Jay first down of the ball game. We have 6:18 to go in the 2nd quarter. Don't move the chains. I'm not sure where we're waiting on because it looks like it's a full yard
well,
in
where
front
are
of the marker.
Oh, it is, and they.
Oh yeah, okay.
They're just so slow getting it going. But I was going to say that wasn't even close to being close, and it isn't. They just make sure they got the ball set. And
Maybe a little muddy.
But it's quite muddy down there in that area, right near the 50, which has been used a lot.
Different formation, trips to the right side. Petrie out in the pattern. Play action pass, plenty of time. Now he's being pressured. Throws a little too far out in front of Terry on a little crossing route at the 40. Complete.
I like that route. They got everybody over here in different areas, about 5-7 yard splits, and a little 5-7 yard each way. So that's a good looking route there, and it was out of the shotgun too, something that the Norton hasn't run but maybe a handful of times this year also. So you're right, giving them some different looks to those last few plays.
To rob some more unsuspecting.
Ran to the middle and then about 6-7 yards down the field, and then just ran right along the 40-yard line, but passed just a little too far out in front of him.
Try to get lost a little bit. With that caliber, doesn't usually get lost.
No, they pretty much know where he is. Receivers left and right, option to the left. Roeder will keep it, cuts it back up inside. He won't get much.
Nope, nothing there. Good defense, and just they played better on defense than the Blue Jays ran it on offense, and going to gain, what, maybe a yard out of that deal.
Right on the 45-yard line. It's 3rd and 9 for the Blue Jays. 5:43 to go in the second quarter. The Blue Jays lead at 14-7. Norton with 14 quarter points. Beloit with a touchdown in the second quarter, and a half into the second period. So 3rd and long here for the Blue Jays. They'll go with a one-back set. That's Petrie, the lone setback. Receivers left and right. Tight end Maddie to the right, Shirk to the left. Back to throw. Now rolls out. Looks down the field. He's got man, they're complete. How he even saw him, I don't know, because Dan had so much pressure on him, but I think that was Sloan at the 35.
It was definitely a great pressure on the quarterback, and the athleticism of most quarterbacks. Gets the job done, gets away, somehow squares his shoulders and kind of throws it like,
unbelievable.
Well, more like he throws it from second than quarterback right there. That was kind of a sling. That may be even a Favre sling right there. He slung it to Sloan, and Sloan makes a good catch. Looks to be juggling a little bit. Luckily, he doesn't get hit before he does get the control of it. Kind of falls down with a couple guys' help, and first down.
EJ into the ball game now, replacing Rushton. He'll be the wide receiver to the near side. Slot to the near side is Sloan. Blue Jays 1st and 10. Again, Roach going to throw. Looks down the field. He's getting pressure. He rolls. Cuts it loose underneath, and it's, should have been picked up. Not a good decision by Dan that time. He had EJ sitting down around the 20 or 17-yard line, but not a well-thrown ball, and they still have it.
Yeah, two Norton guys down there, Sloan one, EJ the other, EJ Johnson, and 5 black shirts. And that's a tough pass. You got to really thread that needle to get that baby in there. But again, another nice, not a bad call on first down. Norton's really starting to open up their offense a little bit tonight, give some different looks. And I don't know if that's for next game or for this game.
Beloit doing a great job rushing, getting pressure on Roeder. They're getting in Dan's face on every pass. Inside handoff. Nope, Roeder pulls it back out, keeps it himself. He's going to be tripped up. Had a little seam, but nice defensive play by the Trojans. Stop him short of the 30-yard line.
Yeah, and him and Terry are talking about that one because Terry had a big seam, and that's one of the few times Dan didn't read it correctly. But again, a little mis-exchange with the fullback there. He had trouble getting the ball back from the fullback. And then he got around the corner a little bit, just kind of got tripped up, and had he had the vision to see Petrie, if he pitched it, Petrie's 6 more right now.
Twins to the left, one receiver to the right, Petrie the lone setback. That's Green the lone setback. Petrie comes in motion from left to right across the formation. Dan's going to throw. Got some pressure. Nice pick up by Josh. Lofts it down the field. It's a jump ball, and it's tipped away. They just kind of tried to set Sloan up down there, and that was Maddie, I guess, to try to throw a jump ball at the 10, and good defense by Beloit. It's going to be 4th down and about 8.
And not one of Dan's better decisions right there. Again, he threw one up for grabs, but if they do intercept it, it's down inside the 15. So, that's the positive outlook there.
I credit Beloit secondary.
Oh, yeah.
They played great.
They're playing good pass defense, and they see a lot more passes in practice. So they're used to playing pass defense.
Roeder's going to punt. It's a low snap. Dan scoops it up. Going for the left sideline. It's going to bounce to the 10, going toward the end zone, and gets there. So it's going to be 1st and 10 Trojans at their own 20-yard line when we come back. 3:50 to go in the second, 14-7. Back after this.
It rained today, and I thought about my life, about how many years it's been since I laughed when I was 8 years old, about how all the choices we make in life add up to define how we live, how our children will live, and what our lives will mean to others. I'm 42 years old, and it rained today, and that's why I came.
If you're searching for new direction in life, meet us at the United Methodist Church and rediscover the many ways God is working in our lives every day, even if we don't always notice. Our hearts, our minds, and our doors are always open.
Come hear the good news and feel the wonderment, love, and compassion of our Lord Jesus Christ at the First United Methodist Church in Norton, Kansas. Get ready to believe.
Now goes to the right side. Spangler's going to be hit by 4. The first down play, we apologize for this player. Eck got 4 yards on first down. Spangler gets the carry on second down and 6, and he'll get 2 more, so it'll be third down, actually 3 more. It'll be third down and 3, Beloit from its own 27-yard line.
Yeah, and good-looking run there. Just the linebacker, I believe, was felt. The numbers are starting to get a little blurred now, but couldn't get his head in front, and Spangler made the nice run.
Here we go, third and short, third and about 3 yards to go. Off near side X, tries to find a hole. Blue Jays stuff him right at the 30. He got to cross the 30. It'll be fourth and about a yard.
No, that'll be first down, Larry, if he's across the 30, because it started on the 20 and got a pretty nice spot there, but that's okay. He earned it, so he got hit at the line of scrimmage, but powered his way for a few yards and earned that first down just over the line.
Boy,
and that's one of those I can actually see. You usually see all of them, but I can see that one.
Just decided, my brain decided to take play off that time. It's, you know, you've been doing this long enough, eventually you need a playoff every once in a while. First and 10 Trojans just across the 30-yard line. Split backfield. Off goes to the right side. Morris going to be tripped up, follows the block of back, and Blue Jays strung it out pretty well. You know, they've really played the wide stuff pretty well tonight, Craig.
Yeah, they have, and they have almost all year they played the wide thing. No one's really hit them wide too much. Mostly it's been inside the tackles where they hit the quick hitter, and or the fullback just powers them, or they get big, strong tailback like that. Where they get their runs turning and get 6-7 yards. Of course, when you're 8-0, there's a lot of times, and being Beloit 7-1, there's not a lot of teams that stick to you too much.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Offset split backfield. Wendell going to roll out to throw, rolls to his left, looks down the field. He's got a man there, and incomplete.
Oh, good job there.
Great timing by Roder. He got there just as the ball got there.
Yeah, and I don't. Oh. Somebody got a flag. I don't know.
It's going to be unsportsmanlike on the Beloit player, I believe, who was talking to the official.
Yeah, it could be, because I don't hope
Heck.
Heck, yeah, he didn't like the fact that they didn't call a penalty. But I think that was a great defensive play. But from our angle, it looked like Roder got there just in time. But maybe from the receiver's angle, who actually gets the field, he may have known that he got there too ahead of time. But right in front of us here, and a good recovery by Roder to get there. And initially, he was open.
So it's going to be a 15-yard mark-off instead of, depends on if it's after the play. John Bingesser getting an explanation from the official right now. So it should be third down and about 13.
Yeah, because it was definitely after the play. It was as they were walking back, and he said something that the official did not care to hear, and didn't take long, and that flag was a-flying.
So changes the complexion of the play.
Still got to be third down, because that play's over. They don't read. Yeah. Oh, they're going to tell the guy on the side. Okay, so play is incomplete pass. After the play, 15-yard penalty.
1:39 to go. Second quarter action. You know, looking like the Blue Jays want to just hold them and then run out the clock, but they can hold them right here. They're going to get it back. The minute left to go. Pretty good field position. Fake pitch. And off inside. Nothing doing. Blue Jays might want to think about taking a timeout. Ball about the 17-yard line.
School activities. We also want to salute our hardworking and dedicated teachers, administrators, and staff. They're a vital part of the Norton Schools family. Thanks to our employees, and good luck, Blue Jays. From the USD 211, the Norton Schools.
Don't let a sports injury take you out. Dr. Terry Crow at Crow Chiropractic Care in Norton has the equipment and expertise to get you back in the game as soon as possible. Crow Chiropractic also handles school insurance claims. Ask about their sports massage therapy. It speeds healing of muscles and ligaments. Call for an appointment today, 877-2645. Crow Chiropractic Care, supporting the Norton Bluejays in all their endeavors.
So Trojans will punt. The Blue Jays should get pretty good field position here. They're going to have Roder and Petrie standing back around midfield. The punt's going to come, let's see, Pruitt will be standing inside his own 5. At Norton's own 44 with a minute 22. That's plenty of time left. The Blue Jays up 14-7. At this point, you're thinking maybe at least get in charge. Up, one back set for the Blue Jays. Looking to throw Roder, slant pass, rushing. He's got it complete, spins forward. He's going to be close to a first down. Caught it at the 50. They're going to stop the clock to measure.
Best pass in football right there, the slant pattern. He's got 2 guys on him, but either one of them can cover him because he's blitz the guy behind him, and the other guy can't catch up to him. Rustin does a nice job of catching, spinning, and getting close to the first down because he's going to come up a little short, but he got hit about 6 yards, 7 yards downfield and spun and got another 2.5.
2nd and 1. The clock rolls from 1:06 left to go in the second quarter. Roeder will stand up again. Another slant pass. It's hard line.
That'll stop that time, and the old guy over there, he's the one that stopped the minute he catches the ball. You got to give the guy a little time to tackle him and stop the clock, huh? So first down, another nice play, and here we go. Trips to the right this time, Larry.
40-yard line. Inside a minute to go. Blue Jays lead 14-7. Again, one back set, trips to the right. Roeder's going to throw again. Getting some pressure now. Steps up into the pocket. He's got a man there underneath. Complete. Rushton spins away. He's at the 30, 25, 20. Inside the 20 at about the 19. It's a first down. The clock stops.
Yep, but they need to get upfield and get ready because as soon as they spot it, which takes a little longer in high school because the yard marker guys, they got to get them set up before they start the clock. So it gives your team a little bit more. 46 seconds left at half, and right now they're sitting on the 19 of Beloit.
Shirt comes in. Green checks out. We're at 40 seconds left to go. Blue Jays again go with the one back set. Another slant pass. It's complete to Sloan. Oh, knocked away. What a stick. Bounce on the stick, and he came up and popped Jared Sloan.
Yeah, it was complete for a second, but then it was incomplete as soon as he got hit.
That was Wendell, yep.
Wendell. Well, of course, Wendell, you know, the athlete that he is, he's gonna look to make that play because quarterbacks, they get enough shots, so when they can return the favor, they like to do that.
What 2 and 3 are kind of blending in my vision here. 34 seconds left. Second quarter action. One back set again. Slot left is Petrie. Roeder rolling to his left.
Run.
Now he's going to run. He's got a little room. Cuts it outside. He's inside the 15. He's going to spin down at about the 11 near the 10-yard line with 23 seconds left to go. Timeout. Blue Jays. Stops with 22 left in the quarter. That's Norton's last timeout. We'll be back in a minute.
He's pulling in the driveway now. Mr. Public, we would like to ask you a few questions.
First answer one of mine.
Of course.
What are you doing in my driveway?
May we ask you a few questions?
If it doesn't take too long, I have a lot of very important frozen food in these bags.
Okay. What are the primary differences between credit unions and ordinary banks? Did you know that credit unions were not-for-profit organizations that are completely owned by their members?
What difference does it make?
Credit unions take out the middleman. There's not a bunch of stockholders getting rich in the process. As a result, you'll usually find that credit unions have better rates and less service charges.
If all that's true, why would anybody bank at an ordinary bank?
Good question.
Become a member today. United Northwest Federal Credit Union, Norton and Oberlin. Member NCUA. Everything we do for you.
Back once again, we have a 3rd down and 2 situation. This play calling becomes a interesting thing here. You're just about going to have to throw the ball because if the Blue Jays run it, they don't have any more timeouts left. They got about almost 3 yards to go for the first down. So
just outside the 10, Larry. So
here we go.
And so not 10 yards, but enough for a first down after the distance to the goal. It's what's going to set it around the 5 or so.
So it's going to be first down and goal for the Blue Jays. They're going to mark it on a
just outside the 5.
Yep. And outside the 5 with 17 seconds left.
Norton looking to score a touchdown here, but you know, a field goal would be nice too. But they want the 6.
Trips to the left side. Ann's got it. Got lots of time. Looks left side. He's got a man wide open. Touchdown. That was Sloan.
Oh,
just
nice.
Inside the pylon.
Okay, Larry, that's a big play. I've been looking for Norton to run for like 6 years now, and they just ran it to perfection right there. And I got to commend the guys upstairs and the guys out on the field that ran that play because they picked the defensive back off and left Sloan wide open on the sideline over there, just about 2 yards inside the end zone. So, and then a drilled bullet pass from Roeder right into the gut. Sloan was going to catch it or was going to stick in his stomach, one of the two.
Good point. He's coming out the backside. 13 seconds left to go. Charlie will kick. Seth Mills to hold. The snap will come from Shirt. It's down. It's up, and it is good. 21-7 Blue Jays. 13 seconds to go before half. Back after this.
West Highway 36 in Norton is open from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. every single day. You can go there for lunch, stop back in the afternoon for a malt, eat supper, and drop in later for a sundae. The Dairy Queen serves a full brazier menu with soft ice cream treats that are out of this world. And don't forget to order specialty cakes for those important.
For details. Don't let snow and mud.
The Blue Jays go from the 9:45 mark of the first quarter to 13 seconds left in the second quarter, scoreless. The Blue Jays have 3 touchdowns, and on the clock they've only used up,
well, not a lot, less than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
AP Network News.
I'm glad he got a chance to stick his nose in there.
Yeah, he definitely stuck his nose in, and his helmet and his shoulder and everything else. So Mark there, and a little help from Kyle Katz.
Alex McConaughey checks into the ball game for the Trojans. He'll set up wing to the right side of the formation. 21-7 Blue Jays. Now we got a flag down. Somebody lined up wrong.
Yeah, that's going to cost one of the teams 5 yards. Either going to be offense or defense. Usually defense if they lined up in the neutral zone, or the center lined up over the ball.
Looks like they're going to. Counter play goes to the right side, fighting for yardage as he falls forward. That's number 40, Tanner Litton, and that's going to be the end of the quarter. We've reached halftime. The Blue Jays lead at 21-7 after 2 quarters of play. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
It'll all be worth it.
So the run up and the kick by Foley is going to head toward the right sideline. It'll be taken at about the 15-yard line. Upfield to the 20, cuts back 25. Hit and drop just across the 25 of the 26. Great coverage.
Yep.
Getting up off the bottom of the pile. Aaron Overlease.
Mark Smith-Mabon, a nice job by Josh Green again on the kickoff, man. That guy's found a home on the kickoff team, the kick coverage team. He is just outstanding kick coverage, man. And we'll start this with 11:56. Boyd will take over the ball right there, 26-yard line.
I feel more comfortable already. We're over here with the good guys.
Yeah.
Boyd sets up. They trail it by 14. Blue Jay defense did a pretty good job holding them down in that, particularly as far as scoring in that first half. Wendell will keep it around the near side, finds a little seam, cuts it upfield 30, 35. He should have the first down or be very close to it.
Going to be a little short, I think, Larry. Going to be just short, I'm guessing, and pretty good favorable spot again there. But when hit, went down, and guy's right there, and he eyeballs it. Got the Jack Ward rule already, eyeballed it, doesn't even measure, doesn't need to. And he's looking like however far the football field is, clear on the other side, and he can still see it.
6 first downs for the Trojans. The Blue Jays have 7.
Got the Bear defense going.
And off left side, Eck finds a little seam, and then it closes in a hurry. The Blue Jays stop him for just a yard gain.
I don't know who's down there hog piling, but I'm going to find out, Larry. He's going to be off the bottom of the pile, and that's a good job getting him around the width and bringing him back. Help from Matty. That's Kai Mann right there. Nice know, Michael Sprigg. Kai Mann. Take your pick. It's one of those two. It's Kai Mann. So nice job by Kai to wrap him up, pull him back, and then wait till Matty came in to finish him off. So second, very long 9.
Gain of a yard by Eck. It'll be second down and 9. Split backfield. Wing to the near side. And off second back through. Comes to the near side of the formation. Morris cuts it back. He's to the 45, 50. Cross. Nope, near midfield. Didn't quite make the 50, but it's enough for Beloit's second first down.
Couldn't guy split the gap there that time. Had that student body right thing going again. That's what I call it, because he got a whole bunch of blockers and one back behind him, and it's hard for the defensive guys to come up and make a stop unless you can find a gap to squeeze through, because you know there's just too many offensive guys against a few defensive guys, and it's usually good for a few yards.
Well, now they split a man out of the formation. They run exclusively split back, sometimes with a wing, sometimes with a split receiver. Handoff near side. Inside the fullback, nothing doing. That was Eck on the carry, and he gets zipped.
Yep, Matty there and Roeder on that play. So that was a good defensive stand there by the defense of Norton. And we're going to be second and 10 again. So actually, they're going to lose a tad bit of there, but not enough to make a difference. So 10:30 left in the game. Excuse me, third quarter. 10:30 left in the third quarter. Norton still leading 21-7.
You're in charge of the clock. I can't see it. Wing to the near side. Second down, 10. Wendell, he'll keep it himself, pulls it out. He's got a couple blockers out in front of him. He's going to get across the 50, across the 45. It'll be third and about a yard as he gets to the 43.
Another 9-yard run. So got a 10-yard, 11-yard, and a 9-yard run. In between there, they've stopped them for 1 yard and no gain. So every other play, the Blue Jays are coming, and every other play, the Beloit offense is playing a little better than the Blue Jays, and going to be 3rd and 2 about right now. So nice looking run there, and a nice sweep by the quarterback.
Wendell with the carry. That gives the Beloit quarterback 22 yards on 6 carries. Here we go, 3rd and 2.
Got to get up. Sorry, Larry, get up tight on defense with them here.
Ball on the Norton 43-yard line. Wendell, hand off near side. Oh, Spangler breaks the tackle. He cuts back. He's got running and runs into his own guy. He was tackled by Pruitt.
Yeah, Joel read that play good, but just couldn't get enough on the Spangler to catch him down. He just kind of tried to reach with an arm because he got a little bit of a cutback against him. Couldn't get enough on him and broke that, of course, and gets enough yards, obviously, for a first down, about 4 or 5.
Pruitt actually ended up knocking him down. When you run into a guy that's 6'9", 251, you're going to go down.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10, that's Beloit's 8th first down. 3rd on this drive. Handoff comes near side to Eck. He's hit and dropped. Blue Jays doing a great job on Eck. It's the other guys that are hurting him here in the second half.
Yeah, they've come to defense in this half so far against Eck, and they've done that a lot of times in the second half. They've adjusted well this year, and they're cutting off that inside play. It's the sweeps that's burning them so far, and 9 minutes left, 3rd quarter, still 21-7 Norton.
Blue Jays scoring just before halftime to take that 2-touchdown lead. Split backfield, wing right. Wendell under center on 2nd down and 8. He'll hand off. Nope, pull it back out, keep it himself. Joel strings it out. He dives forward. He'll be across the... I got to start adding sidelines. There's no yard markers left. He'll be short of the 30, across the 35.
Yeah, he's going to be about the 34, 33, Larry. And pretty good job by Joel Griffiths to spread that one out that time. It's going to put it right on the 33. 3rd and a long 6, short 7 here. And again, the quarterback sweep to the short side that time near the Beloit sideline.
Going to call it 3rd down and 7. Again, split backfield behind Wendell. Blue Jays need a stop here. Play action pass, getting pressure from the backside. Steps up. He's got a man out there. Well defended and caught. Good coverage by the Blue Jays, but an even better effort by the wide receiver.
Yeah, that's Booth there, Fouts there on the play, and he's much taller than Rushton and just out-jumped him. That's the only difference there. Rushton's all over him on defense. Good coverage. Quarterback threw a jump ball out there, and Fouts out-jumped Rushton, and that's all it comes down to. He had the height advantage and made a nice catch. So
that was a great catch because you called it. Bruce had great position. He was inside of him and just couldn't jump high enough. So 1st down and 10 inside the 20 at the 17. Beloit started this drive back inside its own 30. Near side. Cutting it back up inside is Litton. He's breaking a tackle, fighting forward. He's going to be near another 1st down.
Yeah, Litton running strong from that wingback position that time. Threw a pitch to him outside, and basically the same look as the quarterback sweep, but he ran with Litton this time from the wingback position, and he's a strong kid too, and then it's got some linemen blocking downfield, so picks up 7 or 8 on that play.
Call it 7, 2nd down and 3. The Trojans running downhill here in this 3rd quarter. They've had it for the first 4 minutes of the period. They marched it down inside the 10-yard line. 2nd down and 3 from about the 9. And off it's going to be Eck, and he'll be close to another 1st down. Might be a little short.
Yep, a lot better job there that time by the defensive line stopping him. That's hard to tell from here.
It's like ain't of a yard. 3rd down and 2.
Looked to be Kai Mann on that tackle.
So he's down to the 7-yard line. We have 7:21 to go. Blue Jays with a 2-touchdown lead. Beloit's taken nearly 5 minutes off the clock on this drive, which has covered about 60 yards of real estate so far.
Blue Jays doing a good job of making them earn it so far.
3rd and short 2. Quick pitch goes to the left side, trying to cut it outside. Oh, he's hit, and I think he might have lost yards, Craig.
Yeah, great play there by a Roeder from his lineback position that got him deep in the backfield, made him change direction. Then he got some help from what?
You got to question the call, though. They've had so much success, and then they run it out to a place where they really got no blocking, and the Blue Jays had that well covered.
Yeah, they lost, at least 3 yards there. Larry going to bring 4th and 4, and this is there's a lot of them in the game, but another key play right here, 4th and 4, and Blue Jays hold them at the big advantage. Beloit makes the 1st down, big advantage for them.
You're certainly thinking passing situation right here on 4th and 4 from about the 9, 10-yard line. Wendell's going to throw. Now he looks to the far side. He's got a man there, makes the catch. He's going to score. Touchdown, Beloit.
Yep, they had a play out there, missed the tackle, and on the outside, a good-looking play, and the defender, CJ, I believe that was, had a good chance to almost knock it down, but good throw by by Mr. Wendell. So good-looking play, good call, good fourth down and 4 execution there. Obviously made a touchdown out of it.
And the yardage on that was 10, so 10-yard pass play, Wendell to Fouts. That was a great call. They kind of, he rolled to the same side, and the defender had to choose, and when he came up to pressure the quarterback, the throw was wide open.
Yeah, it's good, very good play, well executed, well designed, and counts for 6. Now they're looking to make the extra point here.
It's going to be McConaughey who'll do the kicking. Low snap. Can't get it off. He's going to roll out. They run the fire drill, still rolling out, and he's going to be stopped. So the Blue Jays hold him out from the extra point. It's 21 now. The 13 Blue Jays will be back in 2 minutes.
Shop hometown first. Norton has so many diverse shops and business.
Right sideline just kind of runs it up the sideline, Craig, all the way out to midfield. So the Blue Jays with great field position.
Outstanding, starting off right at midfield, first possession, second half.
Line, a gain of 7 on first down.
Yeah, good. Deep into the penetration, gets another 4 or 5, and is going to come up with, 3 yards to go for a second down, as we say. 6 minutes left in this third quarter, 21-13. Good-looking snap on the extra point, but looks like it was mishandled there for Beloit, and the holder couldn't get the ball down, and the kicker could do nothing, and the holder ran out and tried to make some kind of play, but thrown for a big loss. So that might be a big play down the road.
Sure could be. The Blue Jays, if they get field goal position, make it, again, a 2-touchdown or a 2-score ball game. Handoff to the right side. Petrie finds a little seam, tiptoes forward. Oh, great running by Terry. There wasn't much of a hole there, and somehow he ended up with 6 yards out of it.
No, as we said many a time, crease to run through when there's nothing, and they find a little daylight, they'll squeeze through it. Now that's the case right there. Another 6 yards or so for Petrie, so a couple carries, about 15 yards.
Well, this third quarter just flying by. Both teams keeping the ball on the ground and just moving it. Blue Jays with first down at the 30, between the 37, we'll call it 38-yard line of the Trojans. Dan out of the shotgun. He's going to keep it himself on a quarterback draw. He's got running room. He's to the 30, and he's going to be dropped just short of the first down. It's a gain of 8 or 9.
It's going to be, it's going to be close, Larry. From the where he's spotting it, it's about, like the 27-yard line. They started this series. Yeah, I think it's about a yard short, maybe. It's going to be close. A little less than a yard. It's feet.
Great call that time. They ran a quarterback draw, and they had the end sealed on the far side, so Dan really had a lot of running room around that right end.
Yeah, and when you fake to your tailback, it's run the ball all the way up the field, and then you split off and go outside. They're keying on Petrie, and he takes it around the corner.
Twist to the left, I formation set. Blue Jays 2nd down and 1. Quarterback sneak. Oh, Roder with a big hole. Yeah. He's going to gain 6 on a quarterback sneak down near the 20. Great blocking.
Yeah, and not to go too far back, but in junior high, Roder ran, I don't know how many of those for touchdowns, those quarterback sneak little things. And I know this isn't junior high, but he showed the ability right there. If he gets a little crease, he can do that. And good call there, second and short. You could have went upfield or get the first down right there, which they did with plenty of yards to spare. So first down again for the Blue Jays.
Ran behind C.J. Thiele, the center, and Luff, the guard on that side. Inside handoff to Green. He's hit, and he'll be dropped. He might have got to the 20. It looks like he'll gain a yard, 2nd down and 9.
Well, just trying to mix it up there. You can't, get too complacent where you're doing the same thing all the time. You got more guys than Roder and Petrie, and you got to let the defense know that, and that's right what they did there. And much as they do with Hauserman, just run them up the gut real quick, and just not the blocking there for Josh.
4:33 left to go here in the third quarter of action. Blue Jays lead it 21-13. They're on the march. They have it at the 20-yard line, 2nd and 9. Swings to the right side. Roder under center. Handoff right side, a little counter play. Running room for Petrie. He's to the 15. Down inside the 15 to about the 12. The ball's loose.
Ball's loose, and Beloit's going for the ball. I don't know. He was looked down, way down before he started scrambling.
Well, Blue Jays going to keep the ball.
I don't know what's going on there, but somebody got drilled from the back late, and I don't know.
I didn't hear whistles, though.
I didn't either, but, you know, I haven't really heard them much all night because we're kind of it's pretty good enclosures we have here. But, yeah, normally you hear the whistle, but something had to be happening because guys were still playing. It looked like Peacher was down. I thought Peacher was further along than that, too.
I did, too.
I think Peacher left the ball back about 3 yards, don't you?
I believe you're right. 3rd down and about 3 for the Blue Jays. If they don't make this, they're certainly well within Charlie's field goal range. Receivers left and right. I set behind Roeder. Play action. Nope. Hands off inside. Petrie. Nope. He's going to lose yardage. Back to the 15. He'll lose about a yard.
Yeah, it's going to be 4th and 4, and this is decision time right here for the Blue Jays.
Be a 32-yarder if they choose to kick.
Go for the field goal or go for the first down and if you don't make it, you got them deep in their territory. But after the touchdown last time, they're still thinking.
Yep, looks like they're going to go ahead and go for it.
And,
you know, you can look at this either way. You got them pinned back pretty deep if you don't get it. On the other hand, if you do make the field goal, then it's a 2-score ball game. So you look at it either way, but the Blue Jays have made their decision. They're going to go with the one-back set.
And again, they might try and just draw them offside, too.
Very possible. 4th and 5. Nope, they're running a play. Roeder, pump fake. Looks in zone for Sloaney. He's got it. Touchdown.
Nice job, nice call, but excellent execution there. And they went for the fake and did a little play action pump fake, and Roeder put it on the mark, and Sloan went and got the ball. That's a big-time play right there on 4th and 4, and you make that call. And that's a lot of guts upstairs here between Jilka and Coach Graver to make that call. They saw something, and it worked, and not only did it work as they called it, but it worked to perfection because it was executed properly. It was blocked outstanding, and Roeder put the ball on the money, and Sloan had to go catch it.
Here comes the snap from Shirk. It's there. The hold is there. The kick is up, and the Blue Jays now have 28 on the board. It's 28-13. Norton back in 1 minute.
If it's good bread, that is. That's why it pure.
Go out of bounds. Wow. Not a good kick by Charlie. He just mishit that one, Craig.
Yeah, and he hasn't had a lot into it tonight at all. He's been kicking around the 15, where a lot of the year he's been down around the 5 and inside the 10. Every kick except for the last couple games, and in the warmth, and he kicks the first six games or so in the warmth, and then it starts getting chilly, and it's different for a kicker. That ball's heavier, and your foot's not as, it hurts a little when you kick it.
California boy, you're not used to this playing in this, you know?
That's part of it, you're right. The breed comes from California, and we just don't like the cold.
Just don't like the cold. 35-yard line is where Beloit's going to start 1st and 10. They marched it down the field on the Blue Jays last time, but Norton had an answer. Let's see if the Blue Jay defense can stop them here. Receivers left and right, quarterback sneak. Get a yard.
Yeah, and good play. Good job by the defensive line. And, they're just front blocking right there, trying to get a little opening for the quarterback. They saw something in the defensive line, but a good adjustment that time, and they make the stop. 2:25 left. 3rd quarter, 28-13 Blue Jays. Now be 2nd and basically 10 for Beloit.
Again, we want to take the opportunity to thank Danny Bonensteel and John Taha for making these broadcasts possible. We sure do appreciate those guys' support. 2nd down and 9. Play action pass, rolling out, almost sacked. Wendell sets up, throws. He's hit just as he throws. It's way too far downfield. Joel Griffiths sent him into a whole other time zone just as he threw the ball.
Yeah, and, Joel took a little stop right there, but Joel didn't really say much, I don't think. But that was a great play by Joel. And before that, Kai Mann got in there and first made things happen, and then Joel got in there and made some more happen. And he had to avoid Kai first and then reread the pass route. And then by the time he was starting to throw, here's Big Joel all over him, and he's throwing the ball up for grabs right there, just trying to get rid of it. So great defensive play, 3rd and a long 9.
Stop him here. We'll get the ball back in decent field position. Wendell, play action. Oh, he's hit. The ball's loose. Nope, he did hold on to it. I thought that thing was coming out of there. It's a big-time sack for the Blue Jays all the way back inside the 30.
Well, Larry, there's a question on play calling right there. When you got 3rd and long at this position of the field, running delay handoffs in the backfield where you're faking to your wing back, faking to your guy running up. I mean, play action's one thing. Play action on 3rd and long really doesn't cut it.
You're right. Nobody's buying that you're going to be running the ball at the middle.
The defense is pass rushing all the way. You know, go get, and they just put themselves in a bad situation.
The snap to Pruitt. Blue Jays set up a return. The high kick. Everybody's going to just get away from it. Terry's inside the 30.
Sorry, Larry. Terry's a little gun-shy after that one he muffed, even though it didn't end up costing him. He's a little gun-shy back there.
Well, and you know, I don't blame him at this point. The ball's wet. The little slick. The field's muddy. You know.
He just scored.
Yep.
To increase the lead to 15 points.
The last thing you want to do.
Right, is make a silly mental mistake like that, and you're better off to just let it drop and go from there and take the ball over with 1:21 left in the 3rd quarter. You're right. You give all the momentum back if you go up there and try and catch it and make a play and muff it. So, good idea. You know, maybe. Good idea. You know, it is a good idea right there at this level.
The ball will sit on the 27-yard line, Norton zone. The Blue Jays with the lead and the football inside. 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. He bounces it outside. He's got room. He's across the 35.
Only thing that stopped him was the sideline. Did you see when he was like a couple yards past the line of scrimmage, that acceleration? He just saw that. He saw that he had something coming. He just accelerated and just ran out of real estate over there on the sideline. He's going to end up getting a pretty good gain there. Haven't really moved the marker yet. Now they do. They're
going to be 9.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it can't be any closer to a first down.
Nope.
This one's where you maybe open it up right here a little bit. Throw it downfield second and this short.
133 on 14 carries for Petrie.
You know this is my favorite play right here, Big Larry.
I know it is. See what the Blue Jays choose to do. Roeder, quarterback sneak. Yeah. Boy, again, he's got like 7 yards.
It's not Kevin's favorite play, though.
Oh.
He's going safe, and you know, after that last quarterback sneak, hey, why not? If you can get 6-7 yards on a quarterback sneak when you need a half, that's good. Take it. It's better than a pass downfield sometimes.
What did he get on that?
He
6?
Got 6 on a play. He needed a half yard. So hey, that's all line surge right there, and finding a little crease and running through it, and that's Roeder. And now you got Shirk in the game. A lot of double, a lot of tight end play tonight. Shirk's getting it.
1:06 left to go. Blue Jays lead it. 28-13. Handoff inside. Tough running by Green. Is out across the 45 to the 47. That's going to be another 6 or 7 yards for Josh Green.
Oh, well, Josh was turning around running backwards, and I thought he was kind of looking back to go pick something up that he dropped, but he didn't. He just had turned around and started running backwards, and he just kept churning, and gets about 5 yards out of maybe 6.
He's learned how to run like a fullback. When you're a fullback, it don't matter where you're facing. You just keep if you're maybe sideways, you may be backwards.
Go to the goal line. Doesn't matter which way you're facing.
That's right. 2nd down and 4 after the 6-yard gain. Twins to the near side. Roeder, hand off to the deep back. Petrie. He's going to be hit, and he'll lose a yard.
Yeah, that play didn't quite work like they planned, but after a certain point, they start keying on certain plays, and that's one they've run, I don't know how many times, but a bunch, because it's a simple, nice play where generally don't make a lot of mistakes.
Officials timeout. Not sure what it. Oh, they're taking care of one of the helmets of one of the Beloit players. Could be a loss of about a yard for Terry. It'll be 3rd down. Well, they never moved the marker at all, did they? And it looks like the quarter's coming to an end. That's the end of the 3rd period. Blue Jays up 28-13. Back after this.
Walter Motor Company of Norton has what you're looking for in a quality used vehicle. How about this 99 Mercury Villager 4-door minivan? Sport trim package, quad leather captain chairs with rear bench, 3rd seat, dual heat and air, deluxe 2-tone paint, alloy wheels, and only 25,000 miles. Or a 99 Ford Explorer 4-door, 4.0-liter V6 engine, XLT trim, power windows, locks and seats, remote keyless entry, all alloy wheels, extra clean, and only 34,000 miles. Walter Motor Company of Norton, serving the area since 1941. Join Norton Flower Gift and Greenhouse for a magical Christmas open house Saturday, November 9th from 9 to 4. See the 4 special settings. Cowboy Loves Santa is all cowboy, from Santas to snowmen and cowboy ornaments. The frosty side of Christmas features snowmen of all shapes and sizes, including angel snowmen. An American holiday full of patriotic red, white, and blue. And then there's the softer side of Christmas for the elegant touch. See it all at the open house at Norton Flower Gifts and Greenhouse, Saturday, November 9th, 9 to 4.
Go Blue Jays. Midwest Contractors is proud to help sponsor all the Norton Blue Jay broadcasts during the year. We know what it means to wear the blue and gold.
The time starts to become a factor because, Beloit down 15 points. They've only scored 2 touchdowns in 3 quarters. And so, the longer the Blue Jays can keep their hands on the football,
Yeah, big. And here's maybe a counter action right here.
Just short of midfield on the 47. Play action pass. Roeder rolling to his right. Looks underneath. He's got Maddie. First down, Blue Jays. That famous Blue Jay drag pattern.
Yeah, I love it. And Roeder couldn't do it better, and the line did a good job of stealing off the side so he can bootleg out and make that play and get a nice, clean throwing lane and a big third down play.
And the Blue Jays have a whole new set of downs. 11 Norton first down. I formation set behind Roeder. The ball on the 40. Hand off near side. Petrie. Boy, I tell you, he's moving the pile, Craig.
Yeah, that was a good one there, Larry, for us to see, because everything mostly Petrie's been doing on pile. We got to see him right there in front of us, and you're right. He got up the line of scrimmage 1 yard pass maybe, and he moved the pile 3 yards with his strength of his legs. And that was a good look for us right here. We could see that very nice. So 3rd and 6 for the Blue Jays, or excuse me, 2nd and 6 for the Blue Jays, and that first down's going to earn them, if they don't make any turnovers, maybe a whole bunch more minutes, but at least another couple minutes.
Boy, it feels like Roeder's having a good night throwing the ball. 9 out of 14, 82 yards. That ain't bad. Counterplay left side. Petrie, he's got room outside. Pops it out. Oh, he's dragged down. Yeah. I can't believe he didn't get to the first down.
No, he didn't, and it looked like he had some run, and he did a little in-out move there, a little shoulder fake, and good job by Pruitt not to buy it. And, of course, Pruitt's got the long arms, and got 11 minutes left here in the fourth quarter for the Blue Jays, up 28-13, bringing up a 3rd and 5 now. So, if the guy's not 6'9", Terry gets to the outside.
You're right, because there was nobody else there. He just reached out and grabbed his shirt.
You got a wingspan like that, and the strength of a 6'9", 200 and whatever pounder, 50, 60 pounder, you're gonna drag a guy down like that.
Blue Jays come to the line of scrimmage. Roeder's gonna operate out of the shotgun. Another big 3rd and 5 from the 35 of the Beloit Trojans. Snap. Roeder gonna roll to his left. Gets out of one tackle, still on his feet. Dives for the first down. He's gonna be just short. And I think the Blue Jays might be able to go for it here, Craig. It's 4th and a yard or 2 from the 30, 32, 33-yard line.
See where they're going to mark it. They're still marking the line of scrimmage for some reason. I don't know if there's anything. Oh, they're marking him way short.
Wow. I thought he got at least 2 more yards in it. It's going to be 4th and almost 4.
Yeah, I think he's probably going to punt in this situation.
Yeah,
He's going to play safe, play field position. And,
I'm thinking if it's 1 or 2, you go for it. But if it's almost 4, I agree.
Yeah.
Get the ball.
Yeah.
So here we go. They don't have a safety back. Protect against the Blue Jays fake, but Roeder's just going to try and cough and corner this one.
That's going to work, too.
It is. He gets it inside the 10, inside the 5. The Blue Jays stopping it about the 4.
Good hustle down there, and I can't see for sure who it is, but he ran like Sloan.
Yeah, clear all the way across the field, all the way down on the other end, and we can't read their numbers because they're all muddy.
It was Sloan, so that was good, because you can kind of tell how Sloan he runs and how he kind of flops and jumps and stuff, and that's what he did. And he did a great job of it because he got the ball where he needed to, and it's like right on the 5.
The famous Sloan flop and jump.
Yeah.
So Beloit way back at looks like right on the 5-yard line. They have 95 yards to go, 10-12 left to go, and the Blue Jays lead by 2 touchdowns. Oh, a hit in the backfield, and he's going to lose yardage.
That's going to be back there a little ways too. That's
at least a 3, if not the 2.
Yeah, he's getting good forward progress there. He's going to get out to the 3, but they had him
at the 2. That's 2nd and 13.
Oh, you're right. He did get in, and he was basically probably in the end zone when he came down, but forward progress kept him on the 2, so good surge over there on that side of the line, defensive line.
Great. Boy, Blue Jays just whipped up front on that play. 3rd and 13. Wide receiver to the near side. Wendell's going to throw a little lob pass over to the near side. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that's good defense there. That's something you got to look for. You got one-on-one coverage. That's the toughest place for a cornerback to be, but that was Roeder out there helping out. So.
And then Rushton got over there. He got over there a little late. He would have held him, had he made the tackle, would have held him short of a big gain. But Dan doing a nice job with the knockaway. Now, boy, this is big, Craig. If Blue Jays can hold them right here, they're going to get it back in great field position.
Huge, and it's 3rd and almost 14. And what do you call here? I'm surprised they aren't using a timeout here because this is a critical play for them right now.
We got an official's timeout. I don't know what that's all about.
9:36 left in the fourth quarter, so you got to play first down coverage here, and don't give them too much space.
It's the first time they've broken the formation, Craig. They go in a double wide receivers to the left side. First time we've seen that. Play action pass, looking across the middle. Stops, he can't hold on. He had it at the first down on a slant pattern.
Somebody's got to drop into that zone. That's a linebacker's zone right there, and a great read by the receiver. He did everything right but catch the ball, and that's tough. But they had the play called what they wanted. They threw it over that middle, and that's what play, we heard Graber talk about, that exact drag across the middle that they get open so easily on. Happened right there, and fortunate for the Blue Jays, they missed the ball.
Blue Jays catch a huge break as Spout Strauss the ball. Norton late getting people on in the punt return unit. It's going to be taken by Roeder at about the 35-30. Oh, cuts back. He's to the 20. Cuts back again. He's to the 15. Tries to dive inside the 10. He doesn't quite get there, but it's 1st and 10. Blue Jays from the 11.
Got away with a huge play there, Larry. Got away with the clip out there out front, and no one saw it. And if I'm on Beloit's team, I'm a little upset with that no call, but the Norton Blue Jays get a big break on that return, because there's very few punt returns that are really good punt returns. You don't see some kind of penalty call. That's
right.
Usually guys get clipped all the time, but they don't always see them unless it's a big return.
So here we go. Blue Jays will try and punch this thing in from the 11 and try and put the capper on this.
Yeah, this would be a backbreaker right here. 9:19 left, 28-13 lead Blue Jays.
Offset eye for the Jays from the 11-yard line. Goes to the left side. Petrie finds a little hole. Good block by Green. He's inside the 10. He's inside the 5. Right on the 5-yard line. It's 2nd and 4 from the 5.
Another time there, Larry, we got to have a great angle to see him read that block of the fullback and just cut right behind him. We don't get to see that angle too much here. Like when we watch on TV, we get to see all those camera angles, but here we're just in the right spot to watch Petrie just cut a little back against the grain to the left, right behind a nice block, like you said, of Josh Green, and pick up 7 yards.
These guys could learn a thing or two from Dave Newell and Don Cowson. Those guys. This is the slowest flight.
You are not kidding. We're spoiled by those guys over at Norton. As always, we got top-notch guys wherever we're at.
Now our formation, Blue Jays go with the heavy. Elmerstead go up to the left side. Boy, he's going to be close to the first down.
It's going to be real close there. That's going to be probably a measurement spot right there. I don't know. They haven't measured too many, only one.
Nope, they're going to say he's a full yard short, 3rd and 1.
Yeah, that's good.
Petrie on the carry following Green, and who else was in there at fullback?
Well, I can't tell from here at the moment, but we'll have to see when they line up. It's probably, it could be Cats, but the uniforms are pretty dirty for Cats, so I'm guessing it might be Mabon, too.
Could be Mabon, could be Kofeld, and now the Blue Jays are going to have to take time out.
Too much time.
It's going to be 3rd and 1 when we come back. Blue Jays with 2 downs to get it in from, to get the first down, perhaps, and maybe get the touchdown. We have 9 minutes left to go in this thing.
8:03.
8:03 left to go in this thing. 28-13 Blue Jays back in 30 seconds.
Last night, I watched my daughter sleeping, smelling of soap and tangle-free shampoo. And suddenly, the responsibility of preparing that little human being for the world was overwhelming. I'm 36 and single, and I'm strong. That's why I'm here.
If you're searching for something to believe in, for your children to believe in, meet us at the United Methodist Church and rediscover the many ways God is working in our lives every day, even if we don't always notice. Our hearts, our minds, and our doors are always open. The people of the United Methodist Church.
Come hear the good news and feel the wonderment, love, and compassion of our Lord Jesus Christ at the First United Methodist Church in Norton, Kansas. Get ready to believe.
So the Blue Jays on 3rd down and 1 from about the 2.
They're talking if they want to go field goal or not here. They got 3rd and short inside.
Back. He'll take the handoff right side. He stood up. He won't get it. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah,
Blue Jays
went inside. Oh, he fumbled too. Cough the ball up and give it to Beloit. Whatever.
Blue Jays' 3rd turnover of the ball game, all coming on fumbles. So the Blue Jays run to the wrong spot and unfortunately end up coughing it up. But you can take a look at the good part. They've got 98 yards to go, and we have inside 8 minutes left to go, and the Blue Jays lead by 2 scores.
Yeah, but a very big play there.
Rolling out to his left. He's
complete that pass, that long a pass, that's 25 yards downfield. He's in the end zone about 7-8 yards, so good pass there by Wendell.
Well, it looked like it was going to be well overthrown, but Eck doing a nice job of adjusting, and now it's 1st and 10 out at the 26, and the Blue Jays can't afford to be complacent here, Craig.
No, there's too much time left. They can score a couple of times with 7 minutes left, no problem.
Split backfield once again. Wendell is going to throw. Getting a little pressure. Looks across the middle. It's picked by Sloaney. He's got it at the 40. He's at the 35. Sloaney at the 30. Hit and knocked down at the 27-yard line. And now we've got another sportsmanlike flag on Beloit. Again, the Beloit player saying something right to the official.
No, he got him with the late block on Rushton, Larry. And I don't know. He doesn't know the play's over, and he's still blocking out there. Then he took an extra shot. Probably the official says he should hear the whistle, and that didn't happen. So that's what they're going to get him for. They were mixing it up still, and he's basically just blocking. Of course, the play is 50 yards away, and that might be part of the reason they threw the flag on him, and the official was right there watching. So Sloan, the play before looked real bad, and this play looked perfect.
Looked real good.
So as a defensive back, what they say, you got to have a short memory, and Sloaney did. He made up for the little mistake on coverage. He didn't read the quarterback on his own too well, and this time he read him perfectly. He watched him all the way. Probably got a little in the. A little encouragement from the coaches after the last play, and I mean, encouragement. And he listened and learned and made a perfect play.
You're cutting into this game, weren't you?
I am. I love it.
So, Blue Jays, the recipient of the second turnover at the hands of the Beloit Trojans, and the Blue Jays have again great field position. And you got to start thinking this might be taking some of the wind out of the Trojan sails here, Craig.
That play will take. That play will do it right there. They got a lot of momentum back on the fumble inside the 5, and then that just deflated them right back.
So Sloaney returns it all the way down to about the 27, put the 15-yard penalty on it. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Blue Jays have great field position.
And not to have a bad omen, but that's exactly where they started the last time they got the turnover with the 12-yard line.
Splits to the left, one receiver to the right, one back set. Going to get the handoff near side. Green trying to pop it outside. I don't think so.
I shouldn't say they got the penalty or they got the turnover. It was on the punt return by Roeder that they got the ball down to the 12, and that was Peachtree there.
Yeah, it's 30, not 20. My mistake.
Yeah, and 36 Eck on the play. So speed against speed, and when you got the angle and you got speed, you're generally going to make the play, and that's what happened. And Terry just lost 6 or 7 on that play. So
he'd been over 140 on the night. Now he's under 140.
Still been a good night for him, very productive, and he'll probably get that 7 back.
Well over 7 yards, well, I guess not quite anymore. Over 6.5 yards a carry anyway. It's on 20 carries. Second down at about 15. Counterplay left side, Peachtree finds a little bit of a seam. He gets down to about the 15, 16-yard line, and again, that time Terry with room around the outside, cut it back inside, and he might have been able to get the whole first down, if not the score, if he pops that thing outside.
And I don't know he just didn't see what we could see from here, obviously, and a huge yardage gainer to the outside, like you say, and he just didn't see it and kind of ran it up the middle. Saw a little crease, but there's a huge crease outside.
Well, we have half the fourth quarter left to go. The Blue Jays lead by 15, 28-13. They have the ball, third down and 12 or 13, back at about the 15-yard line. Option play left side, Roeder. Pitch to Peachtree, hits low, and Terry has to scoop it up, and then his feet go out from under him on the soggy turf. That's the first time we've really seen the field effect play.
Yeah, and this will be 3rd and long, and this I would think is 4th and long, and this is where you're probably thinking field goal. It's setting up on the 23, 18, so it'll be a 35-yarder.
So Charlie's going to, set up for about a 35-yard field goal. They'll set it up on the 18-yard line. That's where the ball is spotted, So that'll put them right on the 25 where they'll kick. The place where he's kicking, Craig, looks like the field's in pretty decent shape. You don't see a lot of mud right there.
Yep, good snap, good hold, and they'll give him a good chance to make it.
Good snap, the hold is there. Oh,
block.
Boy, I don't know what happened. That never got off the ground.
No, it didn't, and looked like a good snap. I don't know about the hold, but it looked pretty good, but didn't get anywhere. So that was you've seen a few of those this year, haven't you? Unfortunately.
That was a roller. You have to think maybe there might have been something wrong with the hold, because that rolled. That never did get off the ground at all.
Yeah, and again, that's 2 times with the ball on the 12-yard line and have the other team and come away with nothing. And that hurts a little bit, because that could be way out of range right now. Still 5:19 and enough time to make something happen.
And Beloit has the football. Handoff goes to the right side. Litton, he's going to be out across the 30.
That ball's down again, it looks like. They're all piling up over there.
Don't see any signals.
Clock stoppage.
Yeah, they're stopping. Oh, Norton's got the ball on a fumble.
Yeah, another big play, another fumble. So, every time Beloit gets a little something positive, they go and have something adverse happen to them. And, this is a team that's plus 10 or 12 for the whole season. and only fumbled 6 times the whole year, and that gives them how many fumbles?
That's let's see. Only 2 fumbles, but also an interception.
Yeah, so 3 turnovers, and very uncharacteristic of this team, who's been taking care of the ball all year. But, you know, that goes back to the quality of team you play, the kind of hits you take. You get tired, you get worn down, you take a good shot, and the ball pops out, and it's cold.
Blue Jays have it, 1st and 10. Let's see, where is it? It's on the 30-yard line. Right at the 30, 35, excuse me. Handoff goes left side, fighting for yardage is Petrie. He's out close to the 30. Give him the 32. It'll be a gain of 3, 2nd down 7.
Yeah, and you know, we kid our town about our numbers on the sidelines, but we found one that's way worse because, like, how many do you see? You can't tell.
From the 20 in on both sides is all that's up.
Nothing.
Rest of it, we're guessing.
Yeah, it's hard to read, and right now the ball's on about the 32 of Beloit.
So gain of 2. It's going to be 2nd down and 8. Receivers left and right. I formation set. Inside 6 minutes to go. Blue Jays up by 15. Rolling to his right is Roeder. Oh, he's got room. He's to the 30. Cuts it outside. 25. Stop. He didn't quite make the 25.
Well, he didn't read the block very well either. Rustin had a pretty good job of blocking. He's blocking his man outside towards the sideline, and Daniel decided to run out that way too, and thought he could beat him. But, you know, as a a receiver, you got to let go of that block once that guy gets some separation, or you're going to get a hold. And Bruce did a good job of letting go of the block. Dan cut back up and would have had a little, you know, at least enough for the 1st down.
3rd and 3. We have 4 minutes left to go in the game. The Blue Jays lead by 15. Norton, if they get this 1st down, could come pretty darn close to running out the clock. Receivers left and right, offset eye for the Blue Jays. Now they send a man in motion. Pitch goes out to Petrie, left side. Tries to work off a block in the backfield. Spins. He ain't going to get there.
No, that's a play. You know, I thought there had a nice look there for Roeder, just straight up the gut again. I didn't see like anybody was over the center, and he definitely had the right guard gap free. The 2-hole was definitely free. Nobody was up on the right guard. So
and they're averaging about 6 yards to carry on quarterback sneak.
And they needed 1.5, and they lost 2. So, you know, I'm with you. I think they would quarterback sneak right there. But that's a play a quarterback when he comes up to the line of scrimmage. If he has the ability to change that, he can at the line of scrimmage by patting the center maybe and calling an audible. I don't know if he has that freedom, though.
Blue Jays going to let as much time as possible go off and go for it on 4th down. We are inside of 3 minutes to go. Blue Jays lead at 28-13. Norton on a 4th down and a long 3. Trips to the right side. See if the Blue Jays put it in the air. Roeder, drop play inside. Oh, he's got the 1st down close to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, that'll steal it, baby. That's right there. That's going to be a 1st down for Petrie.
Nice job. Nice run by Terry as he pops it up inside. Gets Norton 1st down number 12, and the Blue Jays now have a real good opportunity to just run the clock out here.
Yeah, another 1st down, and that's huge because there's 2:47 left in this game with a 15-point lead. That's a hard thing to overcome for Beloit. So Norton just take care of the ball, at least run 4 more plays, if nothing else, and burn the clock down to less than a minute.
And the last we heard, Phillipsburg was leading 17-6 over Smith Center, so a loss here would take Beloit completely out of the playoff picture. I formation set for the Blue Jays. Petrie, handoff left side, tries to find a hole. Well clogged up inside by Beloit at the 20-yard line, and it'll be 2nd down and 9, but we are down to 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to go.
Yeah, and this game is basically over except for the time running out of the clock, and that's a big win for the Blue Jays. They come over here and they travel a long ways, and they don't have to win, but, you know, a lot of competitive nature among the coaches on down to the last player on the team, and they come to win, and they've shown it.
Yep, the Blue Jays now inside. 2 minutes left to go, leading by 15. Faces 2nd down and 9. Receivers left and right.
Pretty much ran this offense set the whole night except for trips a couple times.
Roeder taking a lot of time off the clock before he runs the play. Play action, he'll roll to his left. He's going to cut it upfield. He's at 20, steps out of bounds, which is the thing they really didn't want to do. But he really didn't have a lot of room unless he just slides down, and you're not going to see Dan do that a whole lot.
No, but, you know, he had 3 guys bearing on him, and after last week when he got a shot to the head, I like the play right there. I know it stops the clock, but I'd rather have him playing for another couple games than have him take a shot and get a couple yards when the game is decided already, just a matter of time.
Gain of 3, 3rd down and 6. And the clock stops as he goes out of bounds, so they won't start again until the next play. So the last we heard, Ellenwood had jumped out in front of Russell 14-7. So the Blue Jays are going to be at home on Tuesday. The question is, who are they going to play?
Yeah, Ellenwood or Russell, one of the two, it sounds like.
Receivers left and right. I formation set on 3rd down and about 6. Ball on the 20-yard line. Oh, ball's loose. Roeder falls on it back outside the 20 at about the 23 or 4.
No, that's that exchange thing again. Fake handoff to the fullback, and somehow they got miscommunication with the ball, and the minute 30 left, 28-13 lead.
I'm not sure why the clock stopped, though. They stopped the clock. I'm not really sure why.
There's a penalty flag.
Oh, there is a penalty. Yep, you're right.
Holding against the Blue Jays, which I don't know if you take. I'd probably refuse this because you want the time.
Right, exactly. The time's more important to Beloit than the yardage, I believe, right now.
It is to me. If I'm on their side, forget the penalty and take 4th down and 6. And that's what they'll do.
Yep, they've declined the penalty, so it's going to be 4th down and actually about 10, Craig.
Yeah.
So the Blue Jays, there's no sense punting here. You're down at the 23-yard line. It's probably going to go in the end zone. So if I'm the Blue Jays, I'm just, running a play, trying to run as much time off the clock as you can.
Maybe probably a sweep. A sweep's a good play to get as much time off as you can. That's generally a good play to when you run the clock down. You don't want to hit a quick hitter. Just run a sweep, run a reverse, something.
Inside
take
a minute,
time.
20. Blue Jays lead by 2 touchdowns. 4th and 11. Roeder, he's going to throw. Looks on a slant pass. Now he looks for the end zone on a little out, and he's got it. Touchdown! Jared Sloan. Boy, Beloit was thinking the same thing you and I are thinking. Just running something, a little handoff inside, and the Blue Jays run. It was supposed to be a slant, and then Sloan goes in and then back out to the flag, and he's wide open.
Yeah, and I think that's what we talked about at the break, Larry, a couple times ago, a couple breaks ago, that you wouldn't be surprised with some play like that, and even though we weren't expecting it, it happened, and we know why.
Yeah, we absolutely do. Blue Jays now have this thing well in hand. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is through. Blue Jays with the lead, 35-13 with 1 minute, 2 seconds left. Back in a minute.
Here's important news about how you can get savings up to 25% on auto insurance. Full-time students who are single, have no traffic violations, and a 3.0 grade point average can save up to 25% on full coverage auto insurance premiums with Farm Bureau. Call your Farm Bureau agent today.
See David Davis at First Security Insurance Agency, located in the First Security Bank and Trust, Norton and Lenora.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. Insurance and investments for everyone.
When you have a remodeling or construction project, you want to make sure you have exactly the look you want. That's why Don's Floor Covering in Norton is the place to go. Don carries carpet styles from Mohawk, Horizon, Hollytex, Laura Ashley, Aladdin, and Barrett, vinyl from Armstrong and Congolium, and laminate flooring by Mohawk, Armstrong, and Quickstep. Don's also has ceramic tile, hardwood flooring, and more. See it all at Don's Floor Covering, 113 West Washington in Norton. See their ad in the Six Lakes directory.
Polio kick off. The Blue Jays with a 35-13 lead. And boy, the Blue Jays catch everybody napping there. And even better than running time off the clock, putting a touchdown on the board.
Exactly right. And here's the return.
Whip kick to the 30. Oh, he steps through. One man to beat. Foley. Yeah. Charlie makes him step outside. Sloan has the angle on him. He's to the 25, the 20, and Litton is brought down inside the 10 at about the 8. But credit two people, Charlie Foley, who made him cut it back outside, and Jared Sloan, who never gave up on the play. And so the Blue Jays at least are going to force him to take this in on an offensive play rather than taking it back on the kickoff.
Yeah, 51 seconds left, and the coaches won't be happy with that return, but, that's what happened.
We're going to pause for station identification. You're listening to Blue Jay Football on KQNK.
Field Funeral Home in Norton is proud to sponsor Norton Bluejays sports broadcasts. We take pride in the accomplishments of the Norton young people. Good luck, Blue Jays, from Enfield Funeral Home in Norton, KQNK Norton.
The Beloit Trojans have first and goal from between the 7 and 8. Actually, it looks like it's kind of on the 7 now, doesn't it? I thought it was on the 8 at first, but nose of the football's right on the 7. So the Blue Jays with a 35-13 lead, and we are under a minute to go in this football game. Wendell. Oh, he stopped! What great penetration. Who is that?
That's Sean Lauer.
Sean Lauer.
We haven't talked about Sean a lot because he doesn't make any big open field tackles like that. I know he's been mixing it up inside and making a lot of tackles where he kind of gang tackling with people or getting inside the line of scrimmage that we don't see. But that one was wide out in the open. Caught him from behind, tripped him up, 33 seconds left. And
that's beating your man without being touched because Wendell was retreating to throw the football, and he didn't even get a chance to backpedal because Lauer grabbed his ankle.
Yeah, he shot the gap beautiful.
So second down after the loss of 4 and goal from the 11. Right side, running a little fade pattern. Oh, knocked away. Great coverage over there by Petrie.
Yeah, that was very nice coverage, and they both I guess that's a pylon in the corner, Larry. I thought it might be a flag, but I didn't see where there could be interference. But it's going to be an incomplete pass, and 14 seconds left in the game.
I think that was Terry. No, I can't read numbers at all.
Yeah, that was definitely Terry. Reston's over here on this side.
So we have 14 ticks left. The Blue Jays are, Craig, going to finish off an unbeaten 9-0 regular season.
Yes, they are.
Would like to hold them out of the end zone here.
Yes.
Wendell, hand off near side. Kind of a little Statue of Liberty play. He gets down to the 5. Oops, excuse me.
Oh, they're going to call timeout, Larry. Beloit's going to call timeout with 8 seconds left.
8 seconds left, and we'll take it. Blue Jays lead it 35-13. Back after this.
Shop hometown first. Norton has so many diverse shops and businesses. Shopping at home is easy. John and Wendy at Sloan's Plumbing is encouraging everyone to shop at home. Your hometown businesses support our local schools, and without shopping at home, everyone's hurt. Sloan's Plumbing is your hometown plumbing business, serving the Norton area for over 20 years, supporting the Norton Bluejays and the hometown businesses as well. Sloan's Plumbing, East Highway 36 in Norton.
So here we go, probably the last play of the football game. 8 seconds left to go. The Blue Jays trying to keep Beloit out. The game not in doubt in any way.
Should be the last play. 4th down. Of course, if they score, they'll get a kick extra point and kick off. But generally, this might be the last one.
So here we go. Wendell, play action pass, rolls to his right, looking in the zone. He's got a man there. He's pressured. He's thrown up, and it's incomplete.
Good job, Roeder. Nice job, and a little explanation at the end there for Roeder.
Still 2 seconds. Blue Jays will have time to take a knee.
You're right. That's a good way to finish. And Beloit trying to put a little something back on the scoreboard there at the end. 2 seconds left. Incomplete pass. Good pass rush. Good defense by Roeder. And a real nice game by the Blue Jays. A nice statement. 35-13. That's a big score with 2 scores. 2 times they had the ball from the 12 and didn't score.
Yep.
You're talking another, 12, 14 points. That's huge.
So the Blue Jays will just put the capper on this thing. Roeder's going to take a knee. The Blue Jays in the safety formation. That's going to do it, folks. The final score, 35-13. Your Norton Blue Jays are 9-0. District undefeated district champs. They will play at home coming up on Tuesday night. We'll be back to recap this one coming up right after this.
In Norton, see their ad in the Six Lakes directory.
Final once again, the